Hello and welcome to the first episode of my series in which I teach you how to code in the C++ language. In this video we will create our first project. We will learn how to read a number from the keyboard and show it on the screen. So let's create our first C++ project. Okay, we will go to File, New, Project. We'll select Console Application, click Go. Here we will select C++ and click Next. And we'll give the project a title. I'll name it tutorial 1. Then click Next and select the default compiler and finish. So there we should have our first C++ project. Okay, we will go to sources and main.c++, and here we do have a whole bunch of lines. So let's see what each line does. Okay, we have here hashtag include iostream. It's a header or a library, and it's a structure that contains lots of functions that we will use in our programs using namespace std. Std comes from standard, and namespace, it tells that it's using the standard namespace. Namespace is also a structure that contains lots of functions. Int main and parentheses. It's the main function. Every C++ program does have a main function. It's also called the root function. Every other functions are called here in the main function. These two brackets define the elements of the main function. So everything that is between the brackets is in the main function. Here we have cout, hello world, cout, end line. Alright, cout comes from console out, and hello world, this will be shown on the screen. Console out shows on the screen the text between the quotes. So here we will have hello world, and end line, it's like an enter, it will go on the next line. And return 0 means exit success. Return 0 tells the program that it can end. So now that we understand what each line does, let's compile and run the program and see what it does. We'll click here or press F9, and let's see, we have a console and it says hello world. Alright, if we change the text between the quotes, and let's say this is my first C++ program, let's say we compile it again, it says this is my first C++ program. Alright, so if we copy this and duplicate it, let's see what it does. It types it's the same text twice, but let's see what it does without the end line, without our enter. As you can see, the text, it's all like in the same sentence. It's not the way it should be shown, so that's why we do use end line. Alright, so now that we know how to print something on the screen, let's try to read something from our keyboard. For this, we'll use the function console in, and we will store the value from the keyboard in one integer. So let's see, we do read a very small number from the keyboard, like 3 or 4. We'll store it in a integer, let's say n. So we will have to declare it outside of the main function and call it int n. By default it will have the 0 value. Now let's print the value after we read it. So if we compile the program, it will, let's give it 3, and it will type as 3. Let's give it -4, and it will give it back -4. Yeah, we have to press enter after we read the. This only works for number because int comes from integer. We'll use characters next. So let's do a little trick in here. Let's say cout, enter a value and end line. We will read n, and then let's cout the value is, and it will be n. Let's see what it does. So we enter a value, let's say 3, and the value is 3. This is one of the most basic C++ programs. Okay, so I hope you did understand the video. If you have any questions, comment down below. I will try to answer any question. And stay subscribed because the series will keep coming.